Hello, Heidi. Thank
Hey,
you
Katie.
so
Hi.
much. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I'm so excited to have you here. I am honored to have you sit down with me today.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm so excited that I got to meet you on social media. I've been looking forward to seeing you in person, well, kind of in person on Zoom and talking to you. So thank you so much for having me today.
Yes, this is amazing. So you are really a lifelong entrepreneur, which is,
Definitely.
I mean, it's incredible. I think I am like always so just inspired by people who at any point in life decide that they're going to take it to the next level, that they're going to, step it up. But at 22, you were the sole owner of one of the largest tanning salon businesses in Nevada. Is that right?
Yeah, I did. After high school, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I started a tanning salon up in Reno, Nevada, where I'm originally from. I didn't have any experience. I knew I liked tanning, and I knew that I was really hungry for money, for success. And, one of the things, if you're going to start a business, you have to be passionate about what you do. So at that time, I really enjoyed tanning a lot, and it was fun. And I started off as an entrepreneur. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was selling. You remember that product Metabolife? You're probably too young.
No, I
You,
do.
you
Yeah,
do?
I
Yeah.
absolutely.
And there was this product Metabolife, and I was a Metabolife distributor. I lied about my age so I could uh, get the application process started with them and buy all the products and then resell them. And I used to sell door to door as a kid. So, I've always loved being my own boss and doing things that were entrepreneurial. So, yeah, it's been
Hungry. You've
fun.
always been hungry.
Yeah, definitely.
I would also want to note that you're a mom to a young vet, which I always am just, I mean, thankful. And yeah, thank your
Thank
son
you.
for his service. And that's just amazing.
Thank
So
you so
through,
much.
I mean, like from 22 until now, I mean, raising kids, running a business, branding yourself, helping others. So like your background, you went from starting this big business, then you broke into the entertainment industry, one
Mhm.
of my favorite shows growing up we were on.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people forget about that show. It was called Sunset Tan on the E channel, and
I loved it. My dad, I like grew up half my life in Santa Monica because my dad worked down there. And so I
yeah.
was like invested in that show. I loved it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so funny. Like at the time when I was on the show, I didn't live in Los Angeles yet. They would contact me last minute and say, "Oh, hey Heidi, can you, shoot this tomorrow? We need you at the Hollywood location or whatever." And I was too nervous to say, "No, I can't be there." So I would just hop in my car and drive 8 hours down here to Los Angeles to show up the next morning to film. But
Oh my
that's
gosh,
what you got to do.
that's hustle.
Yeah, yeah,
I
hustle.
love it.
Get it done.
That is so, so amazing. So yeah, and then you mentioned your time on Sirius. You were both a writer and a voice on the Howard Stern show, right?
I
And
was. Yeah. So, and actually that started off really even before I opened up my tanning salon. I talk about marketing a lot. You have to market yourself, you have to brand yourself, and you have to go out into the world and actually go get your success. Nobody's going to knock on your door and give it to you, right? So, after high school, I actually wrote Howard Stern a letter, the Howard Stern show, and I put in a bright pink manila envelope hoping that it would reach their door, and it did. They never contacted me. I just heard them talk about me on the radio. And then about maybe 2 years after I had wrote the letter, they said they wanted to meet me. And I flew out to New York and had an interview with the Stern Show, and it really kicked off my modeling career at the time. When they went to Sirius Radio, they gave me a contract, Sirius Radio did. And so I was doing a lot of writing and comedy and had my own little show on Sirius Radio. But it all started by doing my own marketing, by reaching out myself, because, even with Sunset Tan, that as well, it's just very unlikely that someone's going to reach out to you for your dream position. Or if somebody wants to be in radio, you just can't sit back. You've got to go out there and start things yourself. And It was definitely a great opportunity that opened up a lot of doors for me. And Simon and Schuster, one of the largest book publishing companies, heard my material and then contacted me and asked me to write a book for them. So then I was able to write a book for Simon and Schuster. So one thing led to another. I got in, I got out with that opportunity, and that's what you have to do. You have to move on to the next thing. You can't just stay and stick around and then wear out your time. So yeah, it was great.
Always always stepping up, always moving forward. And also like what I love there is that like a no or a no and like no answer doesn't ever mean never, right? Like,
Right. No, I mean, yeah, it happened many years later that I got a contract with Sirius Radio. So, I mean, anything can happen, and you just have to keep pushing and keep knocking on doors. I mean, I have no shame. I will knock on doors all day long. I did it as a kid. I do it now. I will DM people that I want to meet. And, you know, one of the common mistakes that I see a lot of entrepreneurs do is that they're trying to sell themselves so hard. So like they might reach out in the DMs and say, "Oh, I think you would really love my product," or "This would be great for you." But that's actually really not the way to introduce yourself to somebody. You can't go in and do a hard sale. So when I reach out to people on social media, you know, I usually just say, "Hey, nice to connect, nice to meet you." And that way, you know, they can see me, they can research me, and I can research them, and there's no hard sale, because I do get a lot of offers from entrepreneurs that are always trying to sell me something every day, like hundreds and hundreds of things. And I just want to, you know, if there's any entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs watching this, it's really like, what can you do for them? Not what can they do for you?
totally, like build
Yeah.
that relationship, find out, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, like what can you do for them? I love that so much. And
Yeah.
it really is everything as an entrepreneur in sales, all the things.
Yeah.
So, okay, best-selling author, we've got that. We've got model, we've got television, we've got business owner. I mean, you've got it covered. And then in the last, you know, how long now have you been helping kind of brand others since you've got this down to a T? You've been doing it for decades now, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, decades. I'm 40 now, but I started helping other models about 9 years ago. And I was helping them brand their social media and brand themselves and get some of them very successful modeling careers and become famous and well known. And they started telling all their friends or family members, like, "Oh, Heidi can do this for you, or Heidi can do that, or Heidi can build your social media." And I was doing all this stuff really for like favors. And I'm like, what am I doing? I gotta start charging people for this. And so it actually grew into a big business. So in the beginning, we started with a social media agency. And then the social media agency grew, and we were helping a lot of celebrities and brands just really build up their Instagram and their branding. And then that led to my current company called the $3 Marketing Club.
I'm so excited to share it really with everybody. I've been in it now for about a week and a half, and just the first week alone, I'm like, oh, this is such great information. And I do have to say that I also at one point purchased your How to Get Verified, which I mean, I am light years off from that. I feel like, I don't know, but it's just clear, like your deep understanding through that first, you know, unit in your $3 Marketing Club, and then checking out that book. It's so obvious that you have such a great understanding of how things work, the different systems. There's so much information, but it's so easy for anybody to really understand and utilize, and then decide like what else they want to do. So help me figure out, how is it that you are able to, I mean, I know that you've done all the work and you understand it, but you guys for $3 a month are offering, I mean, tips and tricks that I know I and many others have paid like just hand over fist for people to give me, you know, an hour long this or an hour long that or a week long training. And it's so hard to keep up with, but these are easy and detailed and just really exceptional, like well thought out and with resources and everything. So sorry,
Well,
that was
first
a
of all, yeah, thank you for all that kind stuff you just said about the $3 Marketing Club. So just to back up, if anyone's watching this and they don't know that what the $3 Marketing Club is, the $3 Marketing Club is an online coaching business that my partners and I started during the pandemic. Basically, we wanted to provide marketing strategies and material for entrepreneurs, realtors, coaches, small businesses, local businesses, to be able to do their own marketing without being ripped off. So basically, all of these entrepreneurs or businesses or coaches, not everybody knows how to do their own marketing. And just like you mentioned, they end up paying hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars to these big marketing agencies, and they're constantly getting ripped off because the average person doesn't know what marketing should or shouldn't cost. And there's such a huge markup with it that my partners and I were like, okay, we've been doing this for decades. Let's just provide all of the strategies. Let's provide all of the secrets, and let's just put it out there for the world for $3 a month. Every month we give a new coaching experience in every single marketing niche. So the first course that we have is on Instagram marketing, which is the one that you're in right now. And then the second course is, I believe, on email marketing. Or no, I'm sorry, copywriting. The third course is on email marketing, and then so on, so on, so on. So we teach every single strategy in the marketing industry that you could ever imagine. And it really is just $3 a month. So I didn't know that we were going to have a lot of feedback of people not believing that it was $3. So when I launched it, I'm like, yay, it's $3. And I was so excited, and had a lot of people say, well, how much does it cost next month? I'm like, oh, it's $3. They're like, well, what about in 5 months? I'm like, it's $3. So, we're really changing the marketing industry. And obviously, I'm not an expert in every single marketing field and niche. So I have partners and we collab with other people. So people really are getting the best marketing strategies in the entire world to build their business. And we wanted to give entrepreneurs something where there was like zero excuses, that there's no excuse that you can't do your own marketing, because we'll teach you everything. It's really, I'm here to help the underdog. And I grew up extremely underprivileged. And in the very beginning, starting as an entrepreneur, it's not easy. There's so many ups and downs, and definitely way more downs than there are ups. And marketing is the most important part of building a business. And it's also the most expensive part of building a business.
It's not going to end after 12 months. There you go. You learned all the things. Like, you're going to continue teaching, continue learning, continue giving the tricks for what's going on. Right. And
yeah, so the world's going to change, right? Strategies change. There's always new things to learn, new marketing techniques that come out. So we have zero intentions on stopping the $3 Marketing Club. Every single month, we'll just continue with new courses. So as you go through the months, so since you're on the first month with Instagram marketing, then you'll go to the second, the third, the fourth, but you'll always be able to research and see all of your courses that you've already gone through. So just after 30 days, the course doesn't expire. It's still there for you to go back and learn forever. So yeah, we have zero intentions on ever stopping. Clients and members, they can log into the $3 Marketing Club and they can ask us questions. So we have like a message board in there. So if they have a question about the copywriting course or Instagram, they can just message us and we'll reply. And we want to be there for people because, if we're not, then this whole process isn't going to work anyways.
The part that I love the most about this is that it's coming at a perfect time because, the pandemic hit everybody, even myself, who already had an online business. I had to shift in a big way and figure out how it was going to work and figure out how I was going to, shift my brand and my business and what I was going to do. And so everybody is really trying, especially if you're running any kind of business at all, you have to market online in some way. So this isn't just for, it's not just for anybody. Like you said, realtors, somebody who has like a brick and mortar even who wants to market online. It's the way of the now and the future, of course. And so this is just, I love that it's for anybody and everybody. And would you say that like beginners all the way to, you know, those who have it down pat? There's
Oh
something for
yeah.
everyone?
And I mean, like you have a fantastic Instagram and it's very branded. It's beautifully done. You post a lot. Um, and I told you, I said, well, the beginning part of the course, we start off for beginners. So the beginning part, you might not need it. You might know all that stuff. But as you go on through the courses, you don't want to miss anything because you're still learning things you have 20,000 plus followers and you're still learning from what I'm saying in the course. So yeah, I think it is for absolutely beginners and absolutely people that know, or they think they know a lot about Instagram. We actually give you a guide in there that says step 1, step 2, step 3. So we lay it out very simple for somebody to be like, okay, this is what I do. Check, did that. Number 2, check, did that. So we couldn't make it more simple for everybody to be able to use.
My purpose is, and it sounds like it's very similar to yours, but I love just talking and speaking to the women who so often kind of count themselves out early in life, just because everything that, you know, we're kind of called to do tends to take over. And I see a huge surge of women kind of saying, you know what, I got some dreams. I want to do some things. I want to go big. And so I would just love to know, like, what do you say to that woman who's kind of on the fence, on like the border of, you know, wanting to kind of do more, whether it's start a business or whatever it is, you know, is it ever too late? And, you know, what words of advice do you have?
Well, no, I never think it's too late. I can't even tell you how many different businesses that I've had or that I've came up with over the years. I'm constantly thinking of new things. I do think if you're ever thinking about a business more than once, you should just try it out. Listen, the truth is, if you're going to open up a retail store, that's going to be a lot more work. But we are in an opportunity of a lifetime with the internet. There are so many options to have an online business. If you really are thinking about it, just go out and try it, because the worst that's going to happen is that you might lose a little bit of time. But who cares? Watch television less. If you have to work out at the gym less, then do that. Whatever it takes. It's about making time for your passion. I encourage women of all ages, all entrepreneurs. I encourage women to teach their children to be entrepreneurs. That's kind of what I live by. And I'm sure after we talk, I'll have more businesses and more things coming up in the future because my brain's always thinking. I'm looking forward to being able to work with you more and learn more about your business and what you're doing. And I'm just very grateful that I was able to come on here and talk to you today and meet you. And you're so sweet. And I'm very thankful.
I am as well. And I just, you know, hey guys, you never know, you know, I took a chance. I sent a message after Heidi had responded to a story, which was so random. And I was like, I don't know if this is an accident, but you never know what will come out of it. And I just am so excited to, yes, get to work with you in the future, get to learn from you. I love this, you know, $3 marketing club so much. I love that it's something that I feel good about sharing with people and encouraging my team to do, because it doesn't cost a lot of money. And I know that they're going to benefit from it, and anybody else out there who's just trying to grow in any way. So I love it. Thank you for putting this together, to you and all your partners.
Thank you so much.
It's exceptional. And I'm so glad to know you. So thank you, Heidi, for doing this.
No problem. Anytime. We'll talk again soon. And if you need me, reach out to me. And to everybody else that watched this, thank you so much for even tuning in and taking the time. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk soon.
Soon. Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.